To access the filter on most transmissions, you will have to remove the pan. The pan can be made from plastic, cast aluminum, or even stamped metal. The filter can be part of the pan and attached to the valve body of some transmissions. Some transmissions will use an inline filter that looks more like an oil filter than a transmission filter. Some filters have a friction fit, and some are held on with fasteners. Most filters have standoffs or ridges that keep it the correct distance from the pan and the pickup. The type of pan will determine the type of gasket and the installation procedure. If you're dealing with a metal pan, you will use a flat gasket either made from cork or even neoprene. Some gaskets will have a steel or aluminum core coated with gasket materials. Do not use sealant like RTV or silicone unless instructed. If sealant is used, it can be pushed into the transmission and clog the pickup and filter. This occurs after the sealant has been cured. However, you can use a small amount of sealant to hold the gasket in place during installation. Some transmissions use a carrier-style gasket. This type of gasket uses a plastic frame that holds a soft elastomeric material with a raised edge or lip that makes contact with the pan and transmission. Never use sealants with a carrier gasket for the same reason as flat gaskets. Also, sealants can harden and prevent the lip of the carrier gasket from sealing the surfaces. Some transmissions have a plastic or cast aluminum pan that will use a rubber gasket that is molded into the groove. The gasket rides in a groove of the pan and seats to the transmission. These gaskets also do not need sealant. Instead, they're molded rubber gaskets designed to flex and hold the two components as they expand and contract. When installing any gasket, it is critical that you use the correct amount of torque that is applied to the bolts. There is a tightening sequence on some transmissions to make sure the clamping force is spread evenly across the gasket. Don't leave it up to your calibrated elbow. Also, make sure you look at the service procedures. Some pan bolts might be torqued to yield, but there are always exceptions to the rules. Some transmission pans require sealant to seal the pan to the case, but this is a special RTV that is compatible with automatic transmission fluid. These types of pans can be found on some Chrysler transmissions. The same rules apply to drain plugs. If the pan has one, using too much torque can cause the threads and the gasket to distort and cause a leak.